Hello, this is Michael Simmons.
And this is Glenda Smith.
And this is Soaring
High with So Kids SOAR.
Soaring High with So Kids SOAR is a multiple episode dive into one of the most beneficial organizations for the disabled community, So Kids SOAR. We'll be looking at participants of the organization, graduates of the organization, and also other people who have worked with So Kids SOAR or the community.
So Kids SOAR is a 501c3 nonprofit empowering youth with disabilities to strive, own, achieve, and realize their potential. And this podcast is made possible by Michael, but also thanks to the generosity of our sponsors, Podtex, Kimsey Foundation, Aspen Spark, and Panda Exteriors. And today we are very excited to have a longtime participant turned Your Path to Success graduate, like Michael, turned employee of So Kids SOAR, and the wonderful Patrick Green and his mom, Kendra Green, who heads up our parents committee. And for many who are new to SKS and the podcast, Your Path to Success is our vocational building program where we help young adults with disabilities find independence, find purpose, and then hopefully their dream job, just like Michael did with this podcast. It is actually our hope that with Aspen Spark and Podtex support, this very podcast will be completely run by our Your Path to Success graduates in the near future.
All right. So, to start, can you tell us a bit about yourself, Patrick?
So my name is Patrick Green. I'm 27 years old. I am currently employed at Dartopia in Herndon as a canine coach, and I've been with I graduated in 2020, Your Path to Success, and I've been with So Kids SOAR for about 14 years.
Oh.
Great. And Kendra, do you want to introduce yourself really quickly too?
Sure. I'm Kendra Green. I found So Kids SOAR through friends, and Patrick started, I believe his first clinic might have been the water skiing clinic, which has become one of our favorites, our all-time favorites. We're excited to be here.
Awesome.
Okay. So, can you talk a bit about your experience with the Your Path to Success program?
Absolutely. So when I was doing Your Path to Success, it was in 2020, so everything was online. It was a lot harder for me because I'm a person who likes to interact with people, and so my experience was harder, and I didn't know what to expect when I was doing it, so it made it more nervous and then harder for me.
Yeah, that was the 1 year we had to do it virtually because it was COVID and everyone was quarantining for good reason too. We have a lot of participants that are immunocompromised, and it's like a different facet of our programming that we've really transitioned into over the last few years. And yeah, I hated that we couldn't be in person either. And even after that 1 year, we were masking up for the next year or two. So even not just seeing like your faces, it's talking. I think it's difficult. And thankfully we're on the other side of it, but it is crazy that we did that all online.
It's hard to believe that was 5 years ago, and it's life has changed a lot since then, but Patrick sure learned a lot at that program.
Yeah. What were some highlights of Your Path to Success? And I don't know if you want to talk about your mentor who...
Yeah, we actually had the same mentor.
So my mentor was Will the first year.
Mine as well.
And one of the things that was really good for me was the resume building and the mock interviews, because I felt like that built up my confidence when I go into a real interview, not making me as nervous when I go in. Like, I was nervous at first, but once I did the mock interviews and for a real job, it didn't make me as nervous at all. Like, I was able to go in and ace it, no problem.
Awesome.
And I'll say to that after that mock interview, Patrick decided on his own to apply for a job at Chick-fil-A. And with that experience, he went in there and did it without his job coach. So it was pretty amazing for me
Sweet.
that he was able to go in there and, you know, they basically told him he had to do it without his job coach, and I was nervous, but Patrick went in there and he did an interview with them with absolutely no hesitation, and he came out with a huge smile on his face. So
Good for you. Your mom giving you your flowers too,
Yeah.
you know? That's awesome.
All right. So
I think we want, did you, I mean, just as a sidebar question, did you want to ask about like how his experience was with Will and talk a bit about your experience with Will too,
Yeah.
Michael?
because like when I worked with Will, it was really nice because we got to I got more practice with like conversational skills and speaking, again, which this podcast is also helping with. But like, could you explain a bit about like how you felt about your mentor,
Absolutely.
about our mentor?
your shared
Absolute-
mentor.
Absolutely. So he actually helped me with any questions, and if I need advice, he helped me with that. But also, we talk once a month about stuff, and it's not someone that I can talk to when I need to. So he's there when I need him, and I appreciate all he's done for me.
All right, that sounds great.
So, did you have another question, Michael, for him before I move on? Or
Yeah, no, I don't.
no? Okay. I love that we just figured out that they both had Will as their mentor, who's our board co-chair now. And I love how much he's supported both of you guys. And do you remember one of our first things we did with him as like an outing?
We went trap peas.
Yes, that was so fun.
It was. But we still had to wear a mask.
Yeah, it was crazy. But you did so good. You were so brave that day. That was really exciting.
Yes.
So I'm going to kind of shift to your mom now because she's been a part of our programming with you for many years now. Kendra, I'm sure as a parent, it can be difficult to trust new individuals that come into your life and Patrick's lives. What were some of your first impressions when you came into the So Kids SOAR family, of his mentors? And have you seen a shift in Patrick after participating in our programs?
Yeah, absolutely. So when Patrick started with the program, I really had no idea what to expect. We went, like I said, to that first clinic, and a friend had recommended it to us, and everyone there was so welcoming. It was such a great feeling, even though the women who ran the boat, like they just were absolutely, they were absolutely just so kind and so amazing. And I knew that Patrick had found a place. Like I just knew that that was something that we were going to be able to do more with. It's really hard to trust people. I like to say that the one person who I trusted was my sister, and she moved to California. So I didn't have a whole lot of people. My dad was living in California. My mom had passed away. And so it was nice to meet people who I had shared interests in. I like to go back to when Patrick was in preschool. He started in a typical preschool, and I never really connected with the other moms there because Patrick was very different than the other children. It wasn't until he started in a special ed preschool that I realized that there were people like me. And I'll never forget the very first time I went to a Burger King with these three women, and our kids were, one of them was crying under the table, one of them was like trapped in the ball pit, and nobody was concerned. Everybody was just like, okay, they're fine. And it was so comforting to be around people that understood what I felt like. Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing where I feel like when I'm with these people, I'm with my people. Like it's the only people, like if you have never lived this or never walked in these shoes, you don't really know what that's like. You can say you know, but you don't. Like there's just, it's nice to be around people who totally understand. They understand the meltdowns. They understand, whatever it happens to be, they understand. Yeah. So it's nice to be with a program that all of the people, all of the moms there, all of the dads there, they all get it. They just understand.
I mean, it takes a village, so it's so nice to hear you were able to build your village. And yeah, it is scary. I mean, just even now with my daughter going in elementary school, I remember one time I was just texting my best friend. I was like, it's so hard just making a new group of friends and then not feeling like you connect with them right away.
And elementary school for me was the best time because it's the time where your kids are the most connected. Right. And they rely on you. They need room parents. And I was always the room parent because I knew if I could get in there and see what was going on, I would be able to know. But then as they get older, that's when it gets really tough. Like
I'm scared
you
of that.
you lose a lot of that, one-on-one type of stuff. So
Yeah.
it's nice. That's why I say it's so nice to have organizations like this as they get older, where where they're going to be. It's safe and it's welcoming and inviting, and because not every place is.
Of course. Oh, well, thank you for that, Kendra. I appreciate that.
All right. So, to Patrick, can you tell us a bit about your career as, I think, a chef, or how you got into cooking?
So that was one of the things that I started doing during quarantine. That was another clinic that I started, and Glenda saw how excellent I was, and she wanted me to come and do one in person, and so I did one in person for her, and I'm kind of now the chef coordinator when we do the cooking class, and I'm actually catering the event on
Next Saturday.
next Saturday.
Mhm. Yeah. You want to tell him about that event too?
So it is in Margot's mansion house.
Our board member Margot, she's very generously opened up her house to
Her
us
beautiful
last year
home. Yes.
Oh,
and this year.
Is it the one we did last fall?
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
You'll be there too, Michael. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm excited, but at the same time, I don't know how many people to expect.
Well, what did you do last year, and then what are you doing this year?
So last year I did strawberry shortcake in a cup, and I think I did s'mores in a cup.
Yeah.
And this year's I'm doing, because you want an appetizer too, I'm doing fruit skewers and then lemon.
Oh, the lemon placette. Yeah. Well, what did you do? How many of those did you serve?
I think over 100.
Yeah, so they, Patrick and our former guest Milan, our graduates, they made all the desserts, over 100 last year for this donor dinner. And we also had some other graduates provide entertainment. So they were drumming. Kai was the DJ. So it was a really neat way to involve our graduates, but also see you succeed in doing something. I mean, I can't even imagine making that many desserts in good condition and tasty for that many people. So that's a huge accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
I'd like to add to that Patrick sat down at the table and people were asking for his autograph.
I forgot. Yeah, Carl Alsner, didn't he? The former the Capitals player.
Some wife was like,
And his wife, Mandy and Carl asked for your autograph. Mm-hmm.
You and Milan sat down and you were signing things for people. It
Yeah.
was very funny.
You guys should do that this year too. Did you want to ask him about some of his accomplishments?
Yeah. So what else have you accomplished since graduating?
So I have a part-time job at Autopia, and I've been there for 3 months, and they love me being there because it's on days that I'm off. Not all the time, but sometimes they'll ask me to come in. And there was one day I was out with my mom, and I said, well, I won't be able to come at 5. And so I basically was like, I can be there as soon as I can, and they would still appreciate it. I still was able to come in, even though I was going to be late.
Yeah, it's a sign of a good employee when you have somebody that they're calling and you go in on a day off to cover a shift for somebody else.
Totally. And I want to also do a big shout out again to Kendra, because one of her accomplishments is creating our So Kids SOAR parent support group this year with another tenured mom, Shalinda, who is Milan's mom, our former guest. Her daughter Milan was interviewed on our podcast last episode. Last episode. And Kendra is not only a fierce, dedicated mom, but she has taught me how to be a better mom too and advocate for my children. I think one of the hardest things we always talk about in these parent support groups, which we've had almost, I guess, every month for the better of the year, is creating self-care opportunities for you as parents. So could you talk a little bit more about why that's important, especially in the So Kids SOAR piece, because one of the most important things to us too is to offer that respite, so that when Patrick comes to clinic, when any of you come to a clinic, your parents get to just hang out with other parents and we get to have fun with you guys.
So I would say one of the most important parts of that is just the ability to share stories. It's therapeutic when you get to talk to somebody who has similar stories to share with you. One of the things that I always found was that especially as they get older, your stories are so different from your typical parents, and the stories that they share, the sports and the things like that are just such a typical. You don't have those, and so I think it's really important to connect with people that have similar stories to you, because you don't feel so out there. Like a lot of times you just really feel you're not a part of anything.
Alone.
Yeah, very alone. Like on a planet all by yourself, trying to figure it out, trying to navigate. These kids don't come, none of the kids, not your kids, not any kids come with owner's manuals. There's no way of knowing what to expect or how you're going to get there. And so sometimes it's just really a matter of having this, ability to connect with somebody who maybe has had a similar story to you, because I can't really describe it other than to say, when you feel alone, you sometimes don't feel like there's anybody who understands what you're going through. But when you're there with people who have maybe not the exact same experience, but they can tell me what they did in this situation, or I can tell them. One of my perfect examples for this is with Patrick. When he was in high school, he was in a public high school, and he was not thriving. It was not a good situation for him at all. And I have a very good friend who is also an attorney who helped me fight for him. And had it not been for her, I don't really know what I would have done. But I learned so much from her.
Of course.
And her ability to say, this is what they have to do for you. And if they're not doing it, then we have to figure out something else.
Right.
Well, now, one of the things that I always said was there's so many parents out there that don't know that. Like, they don't know that. They don't know this path. I only know it because of her. And so I'm forever grateful to her. And if there's anything that I ever learned from her, I'm happy to share it with somebody else who's living a same or a similar path, because you just don't know it.
Of course, And I think you've done that on some of the calls, like for the parents that have kids that are under 10. You've talked through just like the waiver process and all of that. And I think that's really important for us to build as a community as well.
Yeah, and you don't realize how long things take too. Like the waiver process, Patrick was granted a waiver in November of 2024. It literally just went into effect.
Of course,
So it's been a year.
That's wild.
It's amazing. So, and you just don't know that until you know it. Like,
well, thankfully we have you, Shalinda, sharing it. But that's the whole purpose of what you guys have created. I think is a lot of people just don't know, and being also able to not hear it from, like a recorded voicemail line, hearing it from you directly on some of our calls, I think is really helpful.
I hope so, because, obviously I learned a lot from other people.
Yeah.
And had it not been for it's the whole pay it forward.
Yeah.
Like if I can pay it forward, then I will.
Yes, 100%. No, I love that.
All right, so to Patrick, can you name some of your own memories of how your mom supported you, of how she's been like a good and supportive super mom?
Back on what she was saying, it was basically for my education. She fought for a better education for me, because if she didn't do that, I probably wouldn't have graduated. I probably would have failed all my classes. I probably would still be in high school if she didn't fight for a private school for me. So that's something that I want to thank her for fighting for me.
That's awesome. How is she your super mom? How is she super mom to you? Outside
Getting
of that?
me places when I need to.
That is a very important thing.
That's it.
Yeah, I also kind of got a ride here.
Yeah, no, it's from his mom. No, it's very important. But if you look at your mom in the eye and just say one thing you want to say to her.
I couldn't be here without you.
I love that. Thank you. Sorry I put you on the spot for that, but I think it's important. So what else? What are some other ways that you both, I guess, find how to decompress? I know you both love to cook, but how else do you find stress relief?
Well, when the weather's nice enough, I love taking the dogs for a walk. Like just walking them outside is something that I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Now that it's getting colder, probably just watching TV, listening to music,
And
sleeping.
okay, I was gonna say your Calm app. Patrick uses a Calm app.
That's great.
Oh,
You need to share that. Yeah.
So I use that. They have like deep breathing exercises
Yeah.
and sleep stories, and I use that.
A lot of my friends use it. It's really important.
Yes.
Yeah. meditating?
I think for him it's really important because sometimes, obviously just like any other mother and child relationship, there can be some stress there. And, when he needs to decompress, I think for him it's a really important way because otherwise he just explodes. And so this is a way for him to just really calm down. So we got that for him probably about a year ago, and I think he uses it pretty regularly.
Yes.
Good.
It's definitely something I recommend.
Yeah. Were you going to say you use something like that, Michael?
Not really. I kind of just use jogging, like I mentioned last episode, I think. And occasionally I also do drawing to relieve stress.
Yeah.
Exercise is important for stress. It really is.
Yeah, I also sometimes used to stretch to relieve stress.
That's good.
It's
Yeah,
important.
Michael's also taught a few of our virtual art clinics too. He's an impressive
mainly
animator.
just one, but yeah.
Yeah. We're working on another one. Yeah. Awesome. You wanna? I think.
Do you want to know what I do?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so what I do is I love crafts.
Oh, like arts and crafts?
Yeah, like I
Crochet.
make things.
Oh, I also like crochet.
Yeah, do you? Okay,
Yeah.
so my mom was an amazing crocheter, but she died before she could teach me. And so I've sort of self-taught myself. And so I'm learning how to do different stitches and things like that. So for me, that's very therapeutic. And I also love reading.
Yeah.
I
me too.
love reading.
I only just know how to make bracelets.
Oh,
as you can see.
Amazing.
That's beautiful,
cool.
though. That's
I
awesome.
want
Yeah.
one. Yeah, make me one. When you have time.
Okay.
And how do you both stay motivated? You do a bunch of volunteering, I know, but where do you get all the energy? Because it's amazing, both of you.
I would say just knowing that I'm supporting a good cause and helping people in need.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that Patrick was born with a heart of gold. And a lot of people say that's because of me, but I think it's honestly just I do like to help people, but I've never known somebody like Patrick who literally would take the shirt off of his back to give it to somebody who needed it. And I think that he's such an inspiration to me and his ability to want to help other people that even though I'm tired, I know that this is, a good thing and it makes him happy and he enjoys it. And it just, for me, that's seeing him do so much good makes me so proud. Like, I just love to watch him do things that help other people. So for me, I think my motivation is him.
Love that. That's beautiful. You want to do the last piece?
Yeah. So, this is the challenge, right?
Oh, I think we're going to do the spark of kindness. Do you want to do that part?
So, I just to point out our other sponsor, the Aspen Spark. Could you say a bit about what they do, Ms. Glenda?
Sure. Aspen Spark is a partner with Kimsey Foundation, and they are kind of funding this new Spark of Kindness segment for us. And so what we wanted to, and you kind of talked about this earlier, but we wanted to ask you both how you pay it forward. How do you show kindness in your world? What's a recent spark of kindness of yours?
Helping the dog thing, the dog event that we went to, showing up and supporting them.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was, for me personally, was something
Yes.
that I really want to do because I don't ever want to see any dogs suffering. That
That's very true.
the dog commercial, just I can't.
Yeah, it's very emotional.
And for me, I would say, again, it's the ability to help Patrick with his heart of gold. I mean, honestly, he is my reason. And anytime he wants to do something that is helping somebody else, I want to be a part of that. So that's, for me, it's trying to help him to be a better person.
I love that. And you pay it forward by helping other moms too and
I
dads.
do. I mean,
So
that
yours.
that is very important. And actually, that's probably my proudest accomplishment is when I help somebody else and they feel like they've learned something because of me. If I can teach them one thing, then I feel like I've done something good just by teaching them that one thing. And it's just sometimes it's simple.
Yeah.
Sometimes but they don't know. You just don't know what you don't know.
Yeah. No, totally agree. I thank you guys for being so vulnerable and for teaching us a little bit more about your world. We do a little challenge at the end. Do you want to tell them about the game we're going to do?
So yeah, so we're just going to do a quick game of password.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're gonna do it like where I just like type the word on.
I think I'm going to type it for Kendra.
Okay.
And then you're going to have to guess the word, okay?
Patrick is going to guess the word?
Yes.
Okay.
And so what we like to do, this is our spark of kindness. I'm going to donate $50 to a charity of your choice if you can guess the word in under 45 seconds, okay? And you cannot, you can't like rhyme. You have to get Patrick to say the word through just words that you've seen it on TV, right? Okay. All right, let me set the timer. Okay. Ready, set, go.
Restaurant, list, dollars, things,
McDonald's.
paper. Can it be more than one word? Can I do sentences?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So when you go into a restaurant, the thing that you look at.
Menu.
In 16 seconds, you did it.
Okay.
Awesome. What charity do you want us to make a donation to today?
So
No, you can't. That's the only rules. It doesn't have to be to us. You can choose another one.
I want that to be who it goes to.
Oh, thank you. All right, I will make a donation to So Kids SOAR today. That's very kind.
I
of
mean,
you.
I'll make the donation. to
No,
So
no,
Kids
that's
SOAR.
the whole point of the podcast is for us to do it to another one, to pay it forward as a spark of kindness.
If you want to do it to another one, do it to the what was the dog thing?
The ASPCA?
Yeah.
I think it's the Washington Humane. The one we went to was the
perfect.
Humane Society.
The Humane Rescue Alliance.
You got it.
Okay.
Humane Rescue Alliance.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, any parting words from either of you?
Oh, I had one for her.
Oh, you want to get your mom to guess a word?
Oh shit.
Sure. I'll set the clock for 30 seconds this time.
Okay.
Wait. Who knows the word?
Wait,
I
could you
do.
like
Is-
quickly whisper it to me
Yeah,
just so we know?
Yeah.
Are you doing password?
Mm-hmm. For you, because
Okay.
Could you like quickly whisper
Okay,
it to me?
so what's the word?
Oh, good. We didn't hear it. I was sorry.
Okay.
All right, ready?
The pressure's on. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
when
Go.
someone says when they go to bed, they say
Good night.
no.
Love you.
There you go.
Oh, that was a great way to end the episode.
Because so just when Patrick was going to school every single day, what did I say to you? Do you remember what I said to you every single day?
I love you.
Well, it was
Have a good day.
be kind.
Oh.
Be kind.
Be kind always. That was what I always said to you every day that you left for the house. Be kind always and love you. That was, and I think that that is. I wish that the world
Was
could be
kind.
kind
Yeah.
always.
Yes, 100%. Live in love.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Michael. You
Michael,
wanna-
this was awesome.
close
Thank
us
you.
out?
Thank you. No, Carson, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Hope to enjoy the cookie next Saturday.
Thank you.
Yay.
Can't wait.
All right, thank
Awesome.
you all.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Michael.
Michael.